Amid deteriorating security situation in Myanmar, India on Thursday suspended the free movement regime along the Myanmar border with immediate effect. The free movement regime had allowed citizens from either nation to cross the border and travel up to 16 kilometers into the other's territory without documents like passports or visa. In January this year, India's Home Minister Amit Shah had said that the government will secure the India-Myanmar border with barbed fencing. India's Ministry of External Affairs has advised its citizens in Myanmar, Rakhine, to leave immediately. And DD India correspondent Naval Singh Parmar joins us from Dhaka. Naval Singh, what specific factors led to India's decision to suspend the free movement regime along the Myanmar border? Could you update us on that?
Yes, India and Myanmar having a, to be precise, 1,643 kilometer long international border.
Okay.
Indian side, there are Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur and Mizoram, 4th state who is having an international border with Myanmar. And in recent time, there is increase in number of cases of illegal immigration to India. And that is creating internal security issues. At the same time, it is also creating a change in demographic character of the Indian state of which are having a border with Myanmar. So considering this factor and internal security of India, it is very much necessary to regulate the illegal immigration or check the illegal immigration from Myanmar side. So for that reason, the suspension of free movement regime is need of hour for India.
Okay, Naval Singh, and how might this move impact cross-border trade, cultural exchanges and other interactions between the two countries?
Yes, as you mentioned that there is a provision that people living from either side of the international border can travel up to 16 kilometers in either side, and there are having a cultural linkage among the peoples who are living either side of the border. But at the same time, this provision of the free movement regime was misused, and due to that, the security concern or internal security is at the stake. So the cultural and the border trade, however, it is a small in amount, quantum, and it can be regulated. It is not the matter to stop the cultural linkages or the border trade. It can be regulated with a proper mechanism like visa or multiple entry visa. There can be a cultural exchange between the community who are living either side of the border. But to maintain cultural linkage, we can't put our internal security at the stake.
Okay. And is there any indication of how long this suspension might last, or are there any conditions under which it could be reinstated?
Actually, Myanmar is having an international border with Bangladesh also, and it is around 270 kilometer long border Bangladesh and Myanmar are sharing. And that border is porous border. It is not fence or barbed fence. So, and we are aware that the around 10 lakh Rohingyas are living inside Bangladesh or very close to the Myanmar border, who are migrated from the Rakhine province of the Myanmar, and they are living there since last 6-7 years. So there is a in Eastern Theater there is a demographic change or socio-economic condition is not in such a way that we can allow our border to be misused, or it should not be a porous. Because from tie point of India, Bangladesh, Myanmar, the Rohingya camp are very close. So it is very much possible that the Rohingyas or the non-state actor or illegal activity easily can be done through the international border, which is nowadays a porous or open border under the free movement regime. So free movement regime is to strengthen or maintain cultural and trade linkage between the India and Myanmar. But if it is misused, then India, first of all, think about the internal security, and we can regulate the movement, and we can regulate the cultural linkage with the proper multiple entry visa kind of thing, or with regulation. It can be possible. So I don't think this will be again comes into existence. Free trade regime can be must be replaced by the controlled way of immigration either side of the border.
Indeed, internal security is primary, and we leave it there. Thank you so much, Nawal Singh, for joining in and for your analysis. Taiwan's defense ministry has detected 8 Chinese balloons crossing the Taiwan Strait in the last 24 hours.